This episode brought to you by thegiveawaygeek.com. Win board games, electronics, and gift cards at thegiveawaygeek.com. The geek that keeps on giving. Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we've got our top 3 and 3 most played games in November. Definitely had a better month of game playing in November than we did the previous month. 32 plays of 10 different games. So yeah, pretty good month. The holidays kind of help you get a little extra gaming in, I think. Now, I didn't play any new games, but I did spend roughly 15 hours of time playing games. So let's get right into the top 3 and 3. 3 minutes starts right now. All right, Pokemon. Pokemon. My daughter has recently gotten into Pokemon, and I've been playing it with her. Got 4 plays of that in. Spent a total about an hour and 10 minutes and 17 minutes. For each game. If you haven't played it before, it's essentially, Magic the Gathering style where you're fighting against the other player, except you specifically only have one of your minions, I guess, the Pokemon, in the fight at a time. You've got others on your bench that are, you're powering up, or they're basically waiting to get into the fight and that sort of thing. They have weaknesses where they get more damage from certain elements, and then resistances and all this kind of stuff. She only has a few cards right now, but we'll do like a little draft and create our decks and then play each other, and it's a good bit of fun, and she really enjoys it, and so that's really what's important. My number 2 most played game of the month, another one that is really more of a game for Biagio, which is Monster Cafe. Now this one is a set collection game, very, very quick game, about 5 minutes of play. The 5 plays we've played of this in November, 26 minutes total, and you've got tables set out with different types of really disgusting food, like the BBLT, which is belly button, lint, and tomato, really gross. And the monsters all have a specific type of food they want to eat, and so you take turns setting monsters out around these tables, and at a certain point you'll decide if you want to take a particular table into your collection with the monsters that are around it. At the end of the game, if you any monster that is unfed, that you don't have a table that matches what they want to eat, any of those monsters count as negative points against you, and any monsters that you have food for are positive points. If you've got 2 tables for a particular type of monster, those monsters will count as 2 points. And there's also lemon sorbet, which scares monsters off. So kind of fun, silly game, and like I said, gaming with family, you're going to get more of those in with the kids. But then my number 1 game, got 11 plays of this, spent 7 hours and 40 minutes playing, roughly 43 minutes of play, Mechs versus Minions. Now, even though I got 11 plays in, I've only gotten through the 4th mission. A little bit of that's because of losing a couple of missions, but for the most part, it's because I've played with different groups of people. So, each time I play with a different group, we start back at the beginning. However, I'm really loving this game so far. Everyone talks about how gorgeous it is, so nobody needs to hear any more about that. But the fact is, the game itself is a really fun game. It really, it is not a super difficult game, though I'm looking forward. I know when you get to the end of the game, there's extra cards or something, extra ways of making the game more difficult, so you can go back through it on a higher difficulty level, and that will be interesting. Programming game, cooperative game, literally 100 bad guys can be on the board at one time, and it's pretty incredible when you see the swarm of bad guys and you have no idea how you're going to beat them, and then you do. It's pretty neat. I really like it a lot. Mechs vs. Minions, my number 1 most played game by a long shot in November. So there you go, my top 3 most played games in November. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. And find me on Twitter also, @boredonlineboardoffline. Until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.